Hi, friends.
Hi, last part of episode 2 of the Isles DND. Things are moving along. Our characters just had an encounter with 3 bandits who were not willing to give up information despite the team's efforts. One of the bandits in the end actually killed himself, and it is now morning. The sun is beginning to rise, and our heroes or characters at this point find themselves in the forest with half a day's trek to the area of the Shark's Tooth Cove.
Ooh, sharks.
So, morning?
So, yeah, it's morning.
Cool. Let's figure out something to do with these bodies.
Do you want to bury him?
That seems like a lot of work.
That would take you. You don't have the tools, so it would take you probably over half the day to bury them.
Let's just burn them. Would that like draw would that risk like a forest fire or something?
I mean, you're along the coast, and it's not particularly like a dry season, so you don't. I mean, you can find a clinic probably big enough for it.
Let's just dump them into the ocean.
Yeah, we could do that.
Are we close enough to the ocean to do that?
You'd have to. You can't really hear the waves. Like, you're on a path, and looking at the map, you can tell that it'd still be like carrying the bodies would probably take you 2 hours to get to the cliffs of the.
I feel like we either leave them to just decompose or we burn the bodies. Either way, I feel like burning them might be a little more respectful.
Do we care about them? They spit in your face.
They're
also,
people.
They didn't seem to think aliens were very cool or real.
I mean, they're people.
Yeah, they are people. Let's take care of them.
As a chaotic, good person, I really don't care all that much.
Well, Kiovac.
That's a chaotic.
Chaotic neutral.
Kiovac, Lariak, and I will put them on top of our campfire and try to contain the flames to a point where they don't burn down trees or anything.
Yeah. So you finish getting ready in the morning. You do, get everything ready, get all your stuff packed up, and then build back up this campfire to a pretty good roar. And with the help I assume Quebec, you're helping.
Yep.
So you lay them to rest on this makeshift funeral fire.
What does the flesh look like as it boils?
It starts to boil up, peel away, get nasty burns, and then after long you can't really see much in the fire as it consumes them.
Let's head out.
Yep.
All right. So you follow the map. It takes you a little longer than you would expect. The sun's now high in the sky. It's noon. You've made your way from these forests. It's starting to clear out, get thinner. The path then leads back towards the coastline. And this path, as you start to get near this coast, it's not like you would see where it's just where you are and then like the sand and the beach. It is a sheer drop of 50 feet down this area. And as you continue along this path for the next 30 minutes to an hour, the ocean starts coming in, and you see this big cove with 3 spires sticking out. One big one in the middle with 2 little ones on the outside, and you now see what looks like a shark tooth sticking out of the ocean. This gigantic rock figure, which is the obvious name of the area. And you see down in this cove some openings into the rock wall.
Hey, do you think that's Sharktooth Cove?
Nah.
Let me see if I figured it out. No idea. Probably not it.
Man, this map must be wrong. Are we there yet? Huffing and puffing.
I can't see past the sweat in my eyes.
So it's accessible? Like we could get down there with some effort?
With some effort, yes.
Okay. Yeah, we'll try to be not overly loud, but not necessarily stealthy either. Just kind of make our way down there.
Yeah, so everyone roll an athletic check.
Oh,
Oh wait, I have advantage on this. Yeah. Take the first one, please.
Taylor, Roswell.
Working on it. I should have known he wouldn't give me bonuses to athletics. He's not a very agile man.
Yeah. So Flynn, getting down to it, starts climbing down with ease. Kievac starts to follow. Hard to get his tummy around some of the jagged rocks, but manages to climb down. Lariak follows, and behind everyone, Roswell starts to get over the edge and stumbles and kicks a rock loose, which comes down, hitting Lariak in the head. He gives out a loud oof. But you do manage to catch yourself, and you all make your way down this relatively easy climb. After about 20 feet, there's a little bit of a switchback where you can climb and maneuver your way down. And you get down, and you see 4 or 5 different openings of different sizes, some that could fit you humanoids, some smaller where maybe a small like crustacean maneuver its way into.
Just as like a refresher, what exactly are we looking for here?
Just another chamber, like torture chamber, similar to the one you were at.
Do we?
And this is all you know. You just know that there's these coves in here.
Someone is like, and it's picking it up big time. Like rubbing something.
Maybe me? I don't know. Yeah. So you want to see if you hear any?
Yeah.
Roll perception.
All of us or just me?
Just you.
I'm gonna try to roll an Arcana check to see if I find any illusion.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Yep, go for it. So you guys are like making your way around the caves, just inspecting them each. Going up, can't really discern anything. Carlos, back as you pass the second of the larger caves, you actually begin to feel something similar to the illusion of where you were able to escape the day past. And it's just, you feel it just into this cave where it's not a big cave, just a small 5-10 foot, but in the back you do see what is a minor illusion blocking your path.
How tall is the miner?
Like 10 feet.
You didn't get the joke, Nick. It's okay.
It's okay.
I'll walk through the minor illusion.
Yeah. So you walk through, and it is just
Shut up, Luke.
He's so funny. So you walk in. I see everyone else follows, and now you are in this wonderful handy dandy area.
All right, I call the rest of them to come into here because I don't want to be alone.
You back a little scared of the dark.
Yeah.
My Raven's fine, but I'm not.
Yeah. So you find yourself in this area with just a single hallway leading forward. The rock is completely different from the cave. The cave was beaten down by the waves when they might have been at much higher tide. This is very smooth, purposeful stone that has been laid here or carved out very intricately for a purpose.
I'll have the Raven fly ahead of us by like probably 2 squares and just constantly like look out for danger for us.
Yeah. So you start to move forward. The hall stretches on, and you move up. The Raven isn't picking up anything right now.
Do we hear anything that stands out, or nothing obvious?
All of you make a perception check.
Ugh,
My
the rolls are awful.
+1.
Same.
Ooh,
None.
nothing.
Lyriac rolled the best, and you're not really. I mean, you hear the waves crashing behind you, back through the cave. But other than that, nothing.
Do any of us not have dark vision? I'm pretty sure we all do.
Do I?
You actually, farther down the hallway, you do see some sconces lit.
The hallway to our right
I don't have
or
dark
ahead
vision.
of us?
Like way out in front of you.
Okay. And
Yeah,
down the hallway to the right, it's completely dark.
As you make your way, you actually see a room very similar to where you were caged up.
And is there anyone in there? Can we walk in and just make sure there's no one there?
It's completely empty of everything.
You revealed a little chunk, kind of like halfway up.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's where there's like lights up there.
Got it. So there's no one in there. Nothing of note. No like scratches on
It's
the
just-
wall.
I mean, there's some evidence that people may have been kept in these cells, but
Recently.
nothing. No.
Is there a table like there was in the one we were in?
Nope.
We were special guys.
So this is ominous. Let's keep,
All right, let's go to the
let's
second
keep
room.
going. Yeah.
So you come up to the second room and you begin.
Look for some clothes.
You're starting to notice before when you couldn't hear or see or smell anything. Now you are starting to smell the smell of burnt leather and cloth as you see into this next room. A room very similar to where you were, but instead of the loot and the extra clothing and everything that the people who had been kidnapped had on them just laying there, this is now smoldering in a fire that is dying down.
I want to pull out my clubs and be ready.
All right. So do you keep making your way forward?
Yeah, I'm gonna let the
I-
group know this place is still active. Be prepared for something.
What kind of check would it be for me to figure out how long it's been since that fire was lit?
Probably survival.
Survival.
Yeah.
Survival check.
All right. 11. Do I have any clue?
It's dying down, but it's very recent.
All right. Let's just walk forward, friends.
There might be people in the shadows, so everyone, watch your back. Oh, there's no one in the shadows. Don't worry.
So you guys make your way up, and here's where this hallway, those two rooms have been identical to where you'd seen before. This is where the chamber starts to digress from what you've seen before. Now there's a hallway off to your left and a door off to your right. To your right, you do actually start to hear some muffled sounds. It's common. You can't quite make out what's being said, but occasionally you hear loud grunts and words being spoken in a language you don't quite understand.
Quick, everyone, run to the bathtub.
I should have gone comprehend languages. Literally thought about it, but didn't do it. Oh well.
It's coming from the right or left? I didn't hear.
The right.
To the right. So where the torture chamber was last time, there's some muffled common and then occasional outbursts in a language I don't believe any of you know.
Do you see like a door down that hallway or anything?
To the left.
No, to the
So
right.
To the right, there's a door.
To the right, there's a door.
Okay, and it's locked, or have we not tried it yet?
You haven't.
Okay.
I don't want to let
Left-
them know that we're here if in
left
case
is
it's
wide
not
open?
locked.
Yeah, go left is another hallway.
Okay, let's go down left first.
All right. So you come down the left. You see this first room with a door, and see another hallway stretching down.
Is there any sounds?
And
coming from the
actually-
door?
Down in that, the door behind the door, there's no sound.
Okay, is it open? Or I'll give it a twist.
It opens.
Okay, let's enter.
So you all enter this room to find a simple bed, neatly made, table with a couple chairs around it.
Is that a chair on the bed?
Yes, that is. Now there is not.
Oh my
But-
god, guys, the aliens just made the chair disappear.
So you all come in. The bed's neatly made. It's actually very clean in here, where dust is kind of starting to stick around everywhere else in these tunnels. The table is very, very neat, very clean, polished wood. Kiyovac, on the table, you spy a familiar trinket
I grab it, put it away.
with a piece of parchment underneath.
I fold up the parchment and I'll look at it later.
All right. So you're trying to do this sneakily?
Yeah.
Roll sleight of hand.
Frick. Okay. Worst case, team sees me.
They do see it. So you guys all notice this if you want to say anything.
I'll let it slide.
Hey,
Yeah, there just keeps flying.
I'll pretend to be like
evidence
picking
and
my
artifacts
nose
to
in
be
the
shared
corner or
with the
something.
group.
Yes, you guys are just like very intent on this chair that was on the bed. That's it for this room. There's really, I mean, it's just a very nice polished wooden table in the bed.
And I see some bedrolls down in the other room.
Yeah, so if you just come peek down here, all you see is bedrolls, not neatly made. Some dried food scattered about. It's very messy
Does
around
it
these
look like it was
bedrolls.
used recently?
Yes, last night, definitely.
What are the chances I could take these bedrolls and sew them into like a bedroll armor, like a bedroll cloak?
It would take you.
You would need
since
the
you
help
might
of
be
the aliens.
sewing. You need to take it back, get some alien help, some tools to knit it all together, and then it would probably lower your AC by 5.
They're
Would it
cursed.
prevent me from getting exhaustion?
Yes.
Because you would always be sleeping.
Could I fit them all in my pack?
You can fit one rolled up. So if you can convince everyone else to take one, you can have 4 extra
Guys.
sleeping rolls.
Guys, grab these bedrolls. I have a plan.
I'm
They're
just
pretty
gonna
dirty,
walk
man.
away. Yeah, they look kind of soiled.
They're very gross. By the way, they're very gross.
I take one anyway.
I wanna.
All right, so
I wanna.
mark off
stealth.
an extra bedroll. You want to stealth back up to that door?
Yeah.
Roll stealth.
Make sure I get it right.
I'm letting him go ahead, so I'm not gonna be stealthing.
Nope.
There you go.
So Plin's leading the way up to this door, trying to be stealthy, maybe get a closer listen. He gets close to the door and kind of stumbles as he turns the corner and hits the door with his arm. And you hear all the voices get louder, saying, "What was that? You go check it out."
Can I give it a knock?
Oh god. I'm gonna use minor illusion to make another Plin.
So now,
You can't move
where's the new Plin sitting?
It's like right next to him.
Right. So there's just 2 Plins sitting there. Plin knocks.
And then I duck behind
And
the side.
so you duck around the side. There's just not just a illusion of Plin standing here, and the voices in common stop, and you can make out some in the other room as the door creaks open and a sword comes slashing down at the image of Plin. And you now see around the corner a goblin just swiped in a miss.
I want to like turn around the corner and like throw my weight into the door and try to like knock him back with the door. Hopefully surprise.
Roll athletics. Roll athletics.
My minor illusion is gonna
With advantage. With advantage because he is very confused about this minor illusion. Yeah, so you come back from this corner, break through the door. He gets knocked back 10 feet, and you are now able to see this whole room.
Oh. Can I also yell, "You will fear Plin the Great"?
Yes.
Hero yells, "You will fear Plin the Great," and my minor illusion yells, "You will fear Plin the Great."
Yes.
So just like an
the
echo.
double
But its mouth,
This
just
is big.
doesn't move. The sound just comes from
Yeah,
it.
it's just like.
So after this big echo, there's kind of like a pause from all the goblins looking back at the red square one, which is obviously the leader, who just looks at the ball and in common points and just says, "Get him." And I need you all to roll initiative.
Come at me, bro.
$13. I'm gonna write this down so.
Taylor, what was yours?
10. Jeff says to clean my room, or for me to clean my room.
And they go last because I rolled bad. So give me 1 second to move over your tokens. Bum bum ba ba. Bye bye party. Hello everyone. So Plin, you just charged through. Lariak, wagon behind. Sorry, Jeff. Roswell and whoa. Kievak. So top of the round is Kievak. So you have the three red circles are goblins, and the leader is the red square.
Okay.
What's the brown thing in the center?
The green thing, it is a giant cauldron, and you can't quite see what's inside right now.
I'm gonna take one step forward and use Ray of Frost on the one that is right. This one, the one on the left.
All right, roll the hit.
Nick, do you want to? Oh, there we go. On my screen, it didn't show up that you had changed the tokens, so.
Yeah. Roll 20 lags a little bit. Yeah. So you turn on the corner, see that first one on your right, and you blast this ray out. Roll damage.
Oh no!
Nice.
It just comes straight in between his eyes, hits him, comes back motionless on the ground.
That's nice.
So that one is dead.
Wow.
I don't know how to mark. See, I don't know how to mark dead yet.
It should be.
Skull.
Oh, and then Raven's gonna go
That was-
on Plin and give him help action again.
All right, cool. And do you want to move into the door so other people like move out of the way of the door?
Oh yeah.
So you still have.
Wrong thing.
You make it probably 3 squares down, or 3 more squares.
I'll just stop right about there.
All right, and now we have Roswell.
Okay.
You just saw Clint charge in, knock the scumbag. You see a goblin right in front of you, and you see Givak go in and cast a spell.
Ray of Frost.
Oh!
Yeah, come
yeah.
back here.
Let's kill him, guys!
Okay, I'm gonna attack this guy behind the cauldron.
With an Eldritch Blast.
Yes.
All right, roll the hit. That definitely hits. Roll damage.
Macro.
Hey.
Again, the exact same thing. You didn't even see Quebec nail this guy right between the eyes, but you send this Eldritch Blast out straight out of your meteorite in your hand, and it nails him between the eyes, and he also slumps.
You don't know what they're doing.
You're,
We
so
weren't
now-
being careful. Let's not kill
yeah,
the
so-
last one.
Plin, it is your turn.
Yeah, I'll swing at this dude in front of me with my main hand
with
first.
With advantage.
Oh, does not happen.
You have advantage.
Advantage.
I want advantage on the second one.
No, you
Oh,
haven't. Okay.
On my second hit, because I don't get a +2. I don't get +2 of that.
All right, so then you come back with the other one.
Yep. And I get a
That hits.
21 to hit.
Yep. So
that's
now
not a crit.
so you have
is
this
it?
one.
No.
No. Roll damage.
Seven damage.
7. So now this one, you crack it across the jaw. It just got bombarded, but it's still standing. Do you do anything else with your turn?
No. I don't think so.
So Lariak is going to move up to the doorway, peek in, see the big baddie across the way, and he is going to send an ice knife at him. So he will roll to attack, and that misses. It ends right at the goblin boss's feet, explodes, and the goblin boss can't quite get out of the way. It lands right at his feet, shatters up right into his face, taking 8 damage. And then Lariak will peek back around go back around the door. So now we have the goblins. So the one right over Plin is going to make a slashing attack. And that does not hit for sure. A 6. So that's it. And then this big guy is going to move over to this cauldron, see his the others, and with all his strength push up and knock over the cauldron, and now you can see this green acid start spilling out over the floor.
I was gonna do that to him next turn.
Oh.
So now
I didn't want to provoke an attack of opportunity, but I was gonna charge up there and try to.
this whole area is acid. Not a lot, but
Enough.
you would still enough to be dangerous. And that is his turn.
Is it continuously moving, or did it kind of rest there?
It's moving slowly, but
Yeah.
each round is only 6 seconds.
Yeah.
So it's only like seconds of it moving.
Who's up?
Is it me?
Whoops. Yes, get back.
Alright. Real quick, metagaming. Do you guys want him dead, or you guys want me just to like knock him out? Because I can.
What are you doing, Quebec?
Alright. Fine. I want to use this
out
spell
loud.
slot.
Blast out loud.
Just like talking out loud. Hey guys, do you want me to kill him? No one responds. Whatever. I'm gonna roll 5d8 and you sleep.
Well, I need your help.
And does he have more than 22 hit points?
No, he does not. Max or right now?
Right now.
Right now.
That's
he does not.
That's a 20-foot square, though, right?
That'd be fine. There's nothing else over on that side of the room.
Okay, I was just seeing because it affects everyone. You can't specify.
It's the lowest health creature. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but if any of us were in it, the remainder would apply to us.
So I'm gonna aim it right here, so the max it
Yeah.
can reach is there.
Yeah. So,
He's asleep.
yep, he is asleep. So that is Kinex and Roswell.
Okay, well he's asleep, so I'm not gonna try to wake that sleeping bear. I guess I'll take on the guy Plint's fighting. Might as well help him out a little bit, you know?
Yep.
Let me see if I can hit him with an Eldritch
Flynn
Blast,
doesn't need
because
any
I
help. I'm kidding.
I mean, you know.
Yep, definitely nails it. Roll damage. And that goblin is now kaput. So now you have 3 deaded goblins and their leader, who is napping. And there is this acid pooling on the floor. But you see now, as things start to settle down a little bit, the floor is actually... These goblins aren't too smart, and the floor is actually slanted in towards the middle where there is actually a drain in the floor. And so the acid... There are fumes in the room, but not quite enough to cause any damage to you guys, as the acid starts to seep away down into this drain.
Quickly, is there like a
No, they can
vial
cause
or
pollution.
anything nearby? Like any small container?
There are
Vials,
3. There's 2 empty bathtubs, 3 tables laid out, 1 big one, all empty, and a chest. Other than that, there's nothing on these tables.
No like portable containers or anything anywhere?
Nothing.
Okay. I'll try to maneuver to that chest and open it up while I assume the other guys deal with the sleeper.
Yeah. So the goblin boss
I'll
is
just try to tie him up.
is out. You go over to the chest, open it up, and all that's in it right now are just the tools that might have been around. So you see similar tools to what you saw back at your own torture chamber, but you do see vials, and so
I want to take one and try to fill it with some of the acid, like before it drips down into the drain completely.
yeah. So there's a little bit still sitting in the cauldron. Roll a sleight of hand to see if you can do it without getting. Yeah, so you're very careful about it, and you go over to the cauldron, and you are able to get a vial of acid.
What's
In the
it look
chest,
like?
you also found 4 potions of healing.
I will distribute them amongst everyone.
So everyone has 1 potion of healing. So you guys are tying up this sleeping guy, trying not to wake him.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Right. So you take him over, you tie him up, and that is where we're going to end tonight.